Welcome to Hya Journeys. We are Michael and Tiarna, coming to you from stunning Wanaka, New Zealand. We're here to share our story, inspire yours, and show you what it means to live your higher life. Join us weekly for an inside look at the ups, the downs, and the behind-the-scenes moments of building our wellness brand. This week, the sun is shining in beautiful Wānaka. Michael shares some gratitude for life and what he's been through. I lean into an old hobby of sewing and deal with some hiccups along the way. Michael talks about the uncomfortable truth with starting and running your own business. Then we finish the week by making our way over to the West Coast to start a little adventure. Welcome to Hya Journeys.
Should have put my sunglasses. All the snow's gone. It tends to be like that, to be honest. It comes and it goes quite quickly, especially if it ever gets down to the ground level. Welcome back to Hya Journeys. Bit of a change from the wintry weather that we had last week. Just going out for a nice little walk, exploring. It's beautiful down here by the lakefront. So it was my 28th birthday a couple of weeks ago. And I was just taking some time to reflect upon the journey and how far I've come and everything that's happened in the last 7 years. Wow, 7 years. So I was diagnosed the day before my 21st birthday with rheumatoid arthritis. And if you haven't seen that video, welcome to click the link below. It should be up by now where I explain a little bit more about it. But yeah, I'll just explain a little bit about what rheumatoid arthritis is and the pains, the struggles, everything that I've kind of been through, and reflecting upon how far my body's gone. I'm so grateful for all the pain in a very weird way. So there's something I always have ended up speaking to people is about how we view change as quite negative, but change can be super awesome. So there's a parable that I always speak into, which is the farmer parable. So with the farmer parable, it goes something like this. The farmer who has this prized horse, who he loves to death. One day the horse escapes from the stables and runs off into the forest. The township come over and they go, "That's terrible." The farmer's response is, "Well, maybe." Next day the horse returns with 7 more beautiful horses. The farmer's able to round them up and put them into the pens. And the town comes over and goes, "That's amazing." The farmer's response is, "Well, maybe." The day after that, one of the sons are tending to one of the wild horses and breaks his leg. The town comes over once again and goes, "This is terrible news." The farmer's response is once again, "Maybe." The day after that, the army comes to conscript all the able-bodied men for war. Passes by the son because of his broken leg. The town comes over and goes, "It's amazing news." The farmer goes, "Well, maybe." For me, that story hits home because I thought my rheumatoid arthritis was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But in a weird way, it was the best. Same thing for achieving my dream job at 22. Thought that was the best thing ever. But it's not until after the fact that we know if something's good for us or bad for us. We always view change as negative, but I think it's more the unknown. I think it's this ability that we would like to have to control things, and it's not fun or easy to do so. But if anything that Spicy Coughs showed me is that we can't control anything. Morning.
How's Alice? You going alright?
But I guess the takeaway, what I want to say is change can be awesome. Embrace change, embrace the unknown, because you never know what could happen.
Okay, so I have decided to do something ambitious. I used to sew all the time and I haven't sewed in ages, and it's something I really wanted to get back into. Yeah, I just felt like I needed something to take my mind off study that isn't like going to the gym or something like that, something I can just do at home, kind of do mindlessly. So I decided to try and start sewing again, and my first project that I've picked is this dress. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe we can insert a picture. But yeah, I've printed off the patterns and I just spent ages putting them all together. I don't know if you can see, but these are all A4 pieces of paper. Well, you can probably see better on the back here. So these are all the pattern pieces. And then I also ordered some light pistachio green linen fabric to do the dress in, but it was kind of expensive, so I picked up a sheet, like a cotton sheet in this brown and white stripy pattern from the second-hand shop, and I'm going to practice on this first, so hopefully it goes well. Before I started cutting all the patterns and everything out, I was like 90% confident that I could do it, and then I got the patterns and tried to put it together, and honestly it took me like an hour, and my confidence is probably down to like 70% confident, which I think is still quite high, but yeah, it was difficult to just put the patterns together, so we shall see. I'm going to cut out all the pieces now out of this bed sheet.
I was already feeling a bit defeated before I even started sewing, mainly because trying to get the pattern pieces to line up was more confusing than I expected. Then things took another turn when I messed up with the stripy fabric.
So I have just cut out all the pieces to then realise that I've cut them out wrong and I need to do it again. So I guess this is what practicing is for. However, I was not supposed to cut this triangle out of here. This was just showing where you're meant to sew along, but I've cut a massive hole in it in this piece, and then also like the main dress piece right here. You can see that big cut right there. So now I don't have enough stripy material to cut these two pieces out again. So I might have to get a new sheet to practice on, because I don't want to do it super mismatched, because I want to at least be able to wear it.
Not what I originally had planned, but it worked out in the end. I enjoyed having this time to focus on something creative. It sparked an old passion that I hadn't had in a while, and it reminded me how much I love making things with my hands.
Okay, this is where we're at. I'm almost there. I just need to hem the bottom. I just wanted to put it on first to see how much I want to take off the bottom, but I think it's pretty good how it is, so I'll probably just do like 1 centimetre on the bottom. Yep, to tidy up the ends. I think the top of it sits a bit funny, but we have to remember that this is a bed sheet and the real material is like a nice linen material, so this was just a practice go to see if my sewing skills were capable of making a dress. But I really like the back bit.
I mean, there were definitely frustrating moments, but despite that, I really enjoyed the process. Even when things didn't go as planned, it was still rewarding to keep going, and now I have a beautiful dress to wear, and every time I look at it, I am reminded of the process and love that went into it.
So Tiarna calls this the space station, and in all honesty, this is kind of where I spend most of my days. My days more or less look like waking up, sitting in front of here for a few hours, going to the gym, going to Kika, or continuing to work on here. That's really about it, to be honest. A lot of it is behind the scenes work, all the stuff that doesn't get taken into account. The website's all been done by myself. I've had to learn SEO, marketing, sales, accounting, graphic design, video editing, photography, videography, on top of running the sessions and organising the sessions and thinking about the future. So I guess anybody who's wanting to move into the space, or maybe wanting to move into their own position or own job, there's a lot that comes into it than doing just your own passion. You have to be not only happy with doing probably more hours that you're currently doing your current job, but be paid less or paid nothing for most of your time, if not all your time, for a very large portion of it. I'm quite thankful that I enjoy being able to wear different hats and do different things every day. Some days I'm working with Xero and the accountant that we have, organising that back end of things. Some days I'm doing thumbnail design, video editing, graphic design. Others I'm trying to optimise the website, improve the website. And then there's strategy and business development and business planning and so much that comes into it. But I really enjoy it and I love it. But yeah, it's a warning to anybody wanting to jump into it. It's not as easy as just doing the task. I would say our sessions, private sessions, corporate sessions, one-on-one sessions, small retreats, group spaces are probably 1%, and the other 99% is spent here. And it's a balance that I'm still trying to figure out, still trying to understand where the best amount of my time. I'm still trying to understand where my time spent equals the best reward, and I think it will take some time to understand that fully and get used to it, but I really enjoy being here and moving very slowly in the direction of change and purpose. So yeah.
If we can zip together. Just figured out that they zip together.
Oh, it's a bit cute.
That is a bit cute. Look.
This is sick.
See, camping can be fun.
Oh, that's like probably comfier, because then I can just like span out in here.
No, that's not comfy.
You have your own sleeping bag. You can take MJ's, and then I have this.
No.
Good morning. Nice 7 a.m. start. It's frosty. It's 1 degree or -1 degree. Hey.
Ooh, sun is good. Right, let's go. We're already 10 minutes late. We're camping and staying in a hut and going hiking on the west coast.
But then look at this weather. He's getting blinded by beautiful sunshine.
So good.
Woo.
We're off to the Copland track today. We're staying at the Welcome Flat Hut. We're staying at the hut for 2 nights. I have been before. This is Michael's first time.
First time. Not a massive hiker. Not a massive hiker.
So goes on a 3-day trip.
Yeah.
There's some natural hot springs there. It's a beautiful walk. Just stunning. It's not too hard. It's a little bit undulating, but mostly flat. It's about a 3-hour drive, 7-hour walk, and then the second day we get to just kind of chill out, hang out by the hot springs. I've got some paints, got some cards, got a book, and it's probably going to be raining, but that is okay. And then yeah, we'll hike out on the 3rd day, so should be good.
Look at this weather.
It's gorgeous today.
Welcome!
Thank you for watching this episode of Hya Journeys. Next week on Hya Journeys, we start the week off by trekking to Welcome Flat Hut on the Copland track with our friend Max. Enjoying the hot pools, connecting with the hut warden, and giving time back to ourselves to be present. We return to sunny Wānaka for lake dips and a well-deserved meal at the best restaurant here. Tune in next week for a new episode and have a great week.